might be popping on as we go, but we will just get started. So announcements first. So Super Saturday this weekend, we are still planning to go as of now. We're just going to play it by ear and see how it goes. Jamie, I see you're on here, and I've been thinking about you, wondering if you're going to make it across the state and then make it across another state. So we will just, let's see. I think I need to get a thread started so we can kind of talk and make plans. I Googled the place we're going, and it's 4 hours from my house. So I was planning to leave about 4:30, but if there's a ton of snow and we're going to have to go slower, we might have to leave a little bit earlier. So maybe like 4:30, something like that. But we're still planning to go. It looks awesome. There's like 3 coaches that are going to be talking, giving us their stories, and then somebody from corporate. I can't remember who is there right now. And then do a workout and all that good stuff. So it looks like it's going to be awesome. And we have to wait 3 months to go, so they better not cancel it on us. Let's see. As of Monday, we're going to start a new Any Program Challenge group, and I'm going to start an Ultimate Portion Fix group. I have a couple girls that have signed up for it now, and I know Megan said she had one too. So we're going to start our own Ultimate Portion Fix. We're going to just completely use the challenge group posts in Coach Office, so I'm excited for that. And I know Jamie's gotten her certification. Anyone else have their certification already? I am so impressed with anyone who's gotten it done already, because there's like a million videos to watch in each thing, and I have not gotten there yet. So I'm working on it. My goal is to get it done by Monday when the group starts. Okay, so those are the next 2 groups. The next thing I wanted to talk about is I want to do another coach apprenticeship group, and I'm thinking to start it April 22. So that's 2 weeks from now. Just again, to give those people that are maybe on the fence a practice, just to kind of give them practice. I also think it's a really good thing to do for any new coaches, because we're really just walking you through the vital behaviors and teaching you how to do the vital behaviors. So it's fun for people who are on the fence about it to get to see what we do and see that it's doable. But it's also good for like new coaches. So if you have new coaches that have joined, it's good to get them in there too, just to see what we expect of them every single day. So I'm planning to do that April 22. I might be looking for people to help me run that group. I reached out to Brenna, and she's just not in a place where she wants to do one right now. So I think it's just going to simply be our team. So, and I will be leaving for California that week. So I might need some people to maybe help out a little bit. Just each day I'm going to do, so how I set it up is everybody gets to do the workouts too. So in the morning I do like a little challenge group post for the workout, and then I go live and I talk about one of the vital behaviors. So expanding your network, inviting, doing stories. I can't remember them all right now that I do a video of, following up, doing Hey Girls, all of that kind of stuff, doing a post. So I go live, I tell them what the behavior is for the day, and then they have a call to action on what they will do, and it accumulates. So Monday we talk about doing a post. They do a post on Monday. Tuesday we talk about expanding your network. So we do a post and add 5 friends, and then we keep going. So it's just a good way to start expanding that. I feel like I have not been adding as many coaches lately, and I know that's one of the reasons I'm not growing as much. So I really want to focus on coaching this month. So my goal next week, I'm going to try to talk about post coaching every single day. It's my goal to post about coaching every single day next week, and then start that group on the 22nd. It'll be about a week long, and then hopefully we can get people signed up right at the beginning of, I like to run those groups at the end of the month so they can kind of sign up on like May 1st. So they have like 2 full months for their first month. It gives them more time to really start working on getting those first few customers. All right. And then end of the month, April 29 is when the live 21-day fix extreme workouts start. And I'll plan to start another Any Program Challenge group again that day. So that's kind of where April is looking for us. Anybody have questions about April or any of those things? I don't know if I can see a thread. So there we go. Let's see. Are you posting on your feed or doing posts and stories? Good question. So I'm going to try to do both. So definitely I'm going to do a post every day. That's my goal. Post every day about coaching next week. And then I also plan to try to talk about coaching every day too. Absolutely. Yes. So I'm just going to be just like pouring into coaching for a full week so that I can dive into that apprenticeship group and get a bunch of girls in there. So the other thing I'm just going to like what I like to do in my month. So the beginning of the month, I really focus on getting challengers because we all know challengers are easier to get. They're a little bit faster to get. It doesn't take as long. I will. So they're a little bit faster to get. So I really just work on hitting Success Club in that like first week of the month with challengers. And then once I hit Success Club, I really try harder to invite to coaching, post about coaching. So then like this month I've already hit Success Club. So now I'm just going to try really hard to recruit as many new coaches as I can. So that's kind of what I like lay out in my mind. So just for you guys too to know, I think it's just an easier way to kind of try to start recruiting for a team when you've already hit Success Club. So right here, shh. So the pressure is already off. Jackson James, you need to cooperate or you're gonna go by daddy, okay? Do you mind opening this?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of the rest of the month. Anyone else have questions about that? Okay, awesome. So he's okay right here. He just needs his orange. Okay, so then the biggest thing I wanted to talk about tonight. So I feel like we've done a lot of talks lately about how to do invites, how to do objections, how to do like a lot of how to do stuff. And I feel like you guys know what to do. Like there's always, yes, we all go through our downs where we're like, okay, I'm not doing something right. What am I doing? And you want to learn like, how are people saying things? What are people doing? But it really comes down, a big part of it comes down to your mindset. And that has to be like, it's just a huge part in this business. And so that's kind of what I wanted to focus on a little bit tonight. Cause I feel like I've gotten a lot of messages from several of you lately, like, oh, I'm frustrated with this, all the no's, all the rejections. I'm not hitting the numbers I used to be hitting, or, I don't know if this is what I want to be doing, or I don't know if what I'm doing wrong, or just all those, like, just feeling very, very negative. And so I just wanted to kind of focus on mindset a little bit. So I'm in a group in the Dynasty page. It's for diamonds and above. And Miguel, if you guys heard of Miguel, he's a coach out of Canada and he's incredible. But he did this talk on mindset. And he did like this whole like mindset visualization practice thing that I'm going to hopefully get him. I got it recorded. So I'm going to hopefully share it with you guys so you guys can listen to it too, because it was so powerful to me, because it really helped bring me back. Again, when those things start happening, you have to just really focus in on your why and what you're doing and why you're here, because that's what's going to push you to keep going, try new things, and just keep at it. All right. Because I'm still convinced that the successful people in this business are the people that don't give up, and the people that can get past their comfort zone and just do their vitals, be consistent, and not give up. So what he kind of started talking about was two different things, comfort and baggage. So the biggest thing he said is that comfort is the enemy of all greatness. And I just thought that was so cool. So he said, when you are comfortable, you're going to have a really, really low chance of achieving greatness. You have to get uncomfortable to do great things, which is so true. Like I think about the times when I get comfortable, and then I'm okay if I don't do my vitals that day. Like when I'm comfortable is when I tell myself like, okay, I'm okay where I'm at. Like if I just stayed here all the time, like I'm okay with this. Like I don't really need this. I have another job. It's a good paying job. Like I don't need the money. Like I'm happy at 4 days a week. I get this day with my son. Like I'm okay. Like I don't need this. And that's when I get comfortable, and that's when I get lazy. And I start like, if I don't get all my invites in a day, that's all right. Like I don't care, because I'm okay where I'm at, right? So, and I know every single one of you has probably had that thought at some point. Like, you know what? If this isn't for me, that's okay. Like maybe it's not for me. Like we all kind of go there where we're like, we make it okay. We make the comfort okay for us. And he said that too. He's like, I've had those feelings all the time. I constantly have to get myself out of that. I'm okay where I'm at, and I need to push myself harder. So he said, when you're let's see, when you feel this, you have to work that much harder to get out of it. So the other thing he talked about besides comfort is he talked about baggage, and we all have our own baggage. And he said, when you have baggage, the haters have power over you, which I think is also very, very true. So those things you tell yourself, baggage or limiting beliefs, like I'm not good enough. I'm not good at convincing, or I'm not good at closing the sale. I'm not good. I'm not pretty enough for this. I don't have the abs that this girl has. I don't have the transformation that this girl has. I'm not good with technology. I'm not a good leader. Like those limiting beliefs we hold about ourselves are the baggage that we carry that's holding us back. And we have to get rid of that. But everybody has baggage. And then when those haters, like when someone makes a comment or someone says no to you for some reason, it almost fuels that baggage. All right. So if we don't work at figuring out what our baggage is and getting rid of it, it's going to keep driving us down. What was I going to say about that too? Shoot, I cannot remember it, but it's definitely, I mean, all those limiting beliefs, like, yeah, when I'm horrible at technology. I hate when it comes to graphics and trying to make PDFs or even download PDFs and send them to people. So it's like, that holds me back sometimes for trying to give people more information, because I'm like, how am I going to give them this information? Someone made this awesome graphic and I can't even share it with people because I don't know how. So just all of those stupid little things that can hold us back and just keep us from doing what we should do. But you definitely, like, if you can get to a place where you're uncomfortable, if it's a number of invites that makes you uncomfortable, if it's inviting a specific person that makes you uncomfortable, if it's posting more often that makes you uncomfortable, whatever it is, if you can get there, you are going to get further. You have to get uncomfortable if you're going to push harder. But don't allow them to control you. And so often, like, it just comes back to, we're so scared of what people think of us. I can get in this awesome mindset, and then I go to my invites and I go down my list of who's watching my stories, and I go to this person and I'm like, all of a sudden I lose my mindset immediately. I see their name and I'm like, crap. Well, you know, and it's a different person all the time, but I'm like, I tell myself why they're going to say no or think I'm an idiot before I even send them even open Messenger. And all of a sudden that mindset that I want to go further, I can do this. Why would people not want to join me? And all it takes is seeing that one person, and all of those limiting beliefs start coming in my head. And that's when you have to dive into that mindset again. But we're so worried about what people think. Who cares? It's not their life. It is your life. It's just your, like, if whatever your dreams are, you can have them, and you do not have to worry about what they think. Life is too short to be controlled by what other people think. The other thing that I think you guys have noticed, I've been diving a lot harder into posting about my infertility, which is really hard for me to share, because it's one of those things, like, it's not fun to share that stuff with people. I joined coaching 2 years ago in April. This is my 2-year anniversary. And that October is Pregnancy Loss Awareness Month. And I shared all about my miscarriage. And that was super, super hard for me. It's just not fun to talk about. No one typically talks about those things too much. But when you do, like, it helped me process it, move past it. And it kind of gave a reason for it to me. Like, it was like I couldn't handle the thought of losing my baby. I lost my baby at 10 weeks, and I could not handle losing that baby and feeling like that baby's life was worth nothing to me, or to anybody. Nobody knew about that baby. And I just, like, couldn't handle that life. There was no purpose to that life. And being able to share that with people, and I literally had people reach out to me every single day and thank me for sharing that story. And they're like, I am currently going through it, or I've had it too, and I've never talked to anybody about it, or like, and it just, to me, gave a purpose to my baby's life. And that's why I needed to share that. All the crap you go through in life, and we all go through crap in life, but it's not to get you down, and it's not to just, like, isolate you, and it's not to make you less of a person. It's to help you build you up, make you a stronger person, and be able to share that with other people to make other people stronger too. It's one of those things, like, and so opening up and sharing those hard things isn't, like, it's not bad. It's not scary. It's hard to do, but it really, like, allows people to share your journey so that you don't feel alone. Like I've been, this time going through infertility for me has been a way different story than the first time, because I've had so many people reach out and I have so much support, and I have like so many people have said that they're praying for us. And it's like, it doesn't hurt me nearly as much as it did the first time, because I felt so alone, and I don't feel alone anymore. So don't be scared to share those things. I know it's terrifying to think about, but it's once you do it, it's different. It just changes it for you too. Okay. So I want to go to Miguel's meditation, visualization that he did. Did anybody else hear it? I think Melanie, are you in that group? You didn't listen to it yet. Did you listen to it yet?
No, I have the video saved though. I saw it tonight. I stumbled across it, so I saved it to watch it later.
Okay, good. So then you can kind of hear it for the first time too. So and it sounds like he's actually going to be at Summit the day before. So if you guys are going early, you can like purchase an early ticket to this part of it, but he's incredible. So this is all about like mindset and visualization, which I don't do a ton of visualization. I've started doing more, what am I thinking of? Things in the morning, affirmations. I've been starting to do more affirmations. And to me, I thought that was kind of a visualization thing, but listening to what he's doing here is way different. So with this, it takes about 5 minutes and you just have to close your eyes. So if you're in a place where you can close your eyes, I totally encourage you to do it. And then we'll chat about it a little bit more afterwards. Okay. So let me know, nod, if you can hear him. Okay.
So when I say close your eyes, and we'll be done in about 5 minutes, as I promised. Okay. When I say close your eyes, I want you to actually close your eyes, okay? If you can't close your eyes, you're not going to become a 2-star or a 5-star or a 10-star diamond if you simply can't close your eyes and fully commit to doing what we're about to do together. I've had so many people go through this over the years, and this is the number one thing that so many people come and say, they may have learned other things after this and great strategies and awesome, but once they do this exercise, they realize truly what I meant by baggage and garbage, and they realize truly what they were meant to be and what they're capable of doing. If you want to see this live later on, I'm going to be doing this as well in Indianapolis. You can go to ignite2019.com if you want to experience this live. It's way better live, obviously. And you can get tickets there, whatever. It doesn't cover the cost of the venue because the venue is like $100,000. It's the biggest freaking venue I could possibly get because that's how I like to play. But anyway, so do I have your permission in the chat? Say yes if you're going to go all in and actually do this with me. Don't say yes if you're not gonna. I just want to see if we have enough people that actually want to do this. They actually want to transform their lives. They actually want to make stuff happen. All right, so this is going to be my gift to you. I need you guys to close your eyes right now. Just close your eyes, let go of everything you're holding, and just close your eyes and follow the words that I'm about to say, okay? Here we go. Okay, keep your eyes closed. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Wiggle your toes. Feel your body alive. Deep breath in. Hold it. And a deep breath out. You're alive. You wake up. And the person you were meant to spend the rest of your life with is lying down beside you in that beautiful bed. When you get up out of bed, you walk over to the window, and you look out the window, and you see that beautiful curved driveway you've always wanted, with the beautiful flowers in the middle. And those cars you always wanted, you didn't need them, but you always wanted them, you got them. And they mean so much to you. You walk down the stairs, you smell that fresh coffee, you smell that fresh coffee? It's brewing. Your kids are running around, they're doing so well in school. Your phone rings, you pick up the phone, and it's your parents, and they're like, are you ready?
Sorry, guys. I'm going to try this. Hold on. Just wait, buddy. What do you don't want these? Okay, you don't have to. Sweet, buddy. Okay, we can have that later. You've got other ones right there. Come on. I'm sorry, girls. Okay, hold on, Daddy. Okay, I'll open it. 1 minute.
With me. Don't say yes if you're not gonna. I just want to follow. Driveway you've always wanted, with the beautiful flowers in the middle. And those cars you always wanted, you didn't need them, but you always wanted them. You got them. And they mean so much to you. You walk down the stairs, you smell that fresh coffee. You smell that fresh coffee? It's brewing. Your kids are running around. They're doing so well in school. Your phone rings, you pick up the phone, and it's your parents, and they're like, are you ready to go? And you're like, yeah, we're ready. We're so fired up. So you head over to the airport. You jump on the plane. Your family's coming with you this time. Your team starts texting you, and they're like, hey, are you excited? Oh, yeah, I'm so fired up. And you land in Dallas, Texas. It's 2021. And you start walking to the stadium, and your team of like 500 are around you, and you can't believe it. You worked so hard for this. You're walking into the stadium, and the song starts playing. And on the video screen is your life literally playing before your eyes. All the things that you thought you couldn't do are showing up. The person that called you fat, the person that divorced you, the teacher saying you're not good enough, the idiots that called you overweight, that one person that called you ugly and useless. All that stuff shows up. And Carl grabs the microphone and he says, introducing the top coach in 2021. And he hands you the microphone. And tears are pouring down your eyes as you're up on that stage with 25,000 coaches. You look out and they reserve seating for your team, and tears are pouring down their eyes. And in that moment, you have no words. And all you can think about isn't what you're going to say. It isn't what you achieved of becoming the top coach in Beachbody. All you can actually think about is how you won't stop until you make sure that every single person sitting in that audience has the capability of achieving and walking up on stage and feeling that feeling that you just felt. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes in and a deep breath out. And I want you to think about all the things that you won't achieve. See, that won't happen. That will not happen. Keep your eyes closed. That won't happen. I'm sorry to tell you. If you don't get uncomfortable. That won't happen if you care what people think about you. That won't happen to you if you keep living a life of comfort. Keep your eyes closed. I want to tell you something that I wish all the haters that crapped on you your whole life could tell you, because you deserve it. I want to give you a gift. And keep your eyes closed. I'm sorry. Okay, I want to say I'm sorry for them because they shouldn't have said that stuff to you. Okay, you can open your eyes. And what I want you to do is in the chat, I want you to type out anything that you felt.
Okay. So, I just really like that. I thought it was very powerful. Now, like top coach is maybe not everybody's goal. That's not necessarily my goal, but I really liked, like for me, when he was talking about those things, and more even when he was saying like, imagine you are, you know, you wake up, you're lying next to the person you're meant to spend your whole life with. You go out in the kitchen, you hear your kids running around. And for me, it was more visualizing like me being home with my kids and me being like, what is your why? And really imagine it. Like imagine not have to be running around in a rat race every single morning, trying to like say no to Jackson because he wants to play hockey and he wants to read books, and we don't have time for that. We have to rush out the door, and he's crying as I'm pulling him out the door, like not having to do that and being able to enjoy that nice morning every single morning, and being able to go to his school events and being able to help out at his school field trips. And like that to me, that's what almost more what I was visualizing when he was going through that. And that to me that's what makes me want to get uncomfortable. And that's what makes me want to share this with more people and help more people be able to live that life. Because how many of us do just, like I posted about this week, like just living for the weekend. I don't want to just live for the weekend. I love having goals every single day, and I just want to keep making those goals. So, what did you guys, so he was at the end, he was kind of saying, what were you feeling when he was talking about those things? What were you guys feeling? Some water, baby. Can you go get that water over there? Can you go get that one, please? Yes, you can. Is that mommy's friend? Okay, there we go. There's a smile finally. Awesome. All right. So we only have like 5-7 minutes left, but just really want you to think about that over the next week. Like really dive back into your why and if you could live the life of your dreams, what would it look like? And how can this business get you there? And just really actually visualize it. Like think through it. Think through the start of your day to the end of the day and what's all around you, and picture it. Because when you picture it, it makes it so much more real, and it makes those no's not matter. It makes you ready to send out 27 more invites than you did the day before. So, all right. So questions that you guys have been thinking about this week or anything going forward?
Not related to the call, but I can drive on Saturday.
Oh, awesome.
You guys, we can meet here or somewhere in Brandon. I know I talked to Melanie a little bit, so.
Awesome. Yeah, sweet. I will get a thread going. I'll go back to our post that I did in the Good Vibe Tribe and see who's all going, and we'll get a thread going so we can kind of chat that stuff. I think that's a good idea. The other thing I didn't mention, I didn't flip my calendar to look at May, but May 2 is the final day to hit qualifying for your success for summit ranks. So anything you're pushing for, push for May 2. That is a big date too. I forgot to mention that one, but yeah. Anything else? Sarah and Marnay, were you guys on the diamond call? Yeah. How was it?
It was good.
Kind of a brainstorming call, it sounded like. Not super.
Yeah.
People asking questions and stuff like that.
Giving tips and stuff.
Good. Awesome.
I just have a comment or whatever question.
Okay.
Ever since starting coaching, I had a hard time trying to balance working as a nurse and being a mom. Working on myself and my own journey. And I just feel like, everybody feels like there's not enough time in the day for everything. And even when I'm on track and I'm waking up at 4 a.m. and doing my workouts, and like, I just feel like there's still more that needs to be done. I don't know. I guess I just don't feel like I feel like I'm just running in circles.
Yeah, and not balancing.
Constantly.
Okay, can you wait 1 minute, please? Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you. She's just I think every single one of us knows exactly what you're saying, Jamie. It is totally, and I feel like I talk to any of my friends, like even my stay-at-home mom friends who they don't have a job, they don't have a side business, like their job is simply like their house and they're taking care of their kids. And I even have a friend who stays home with the kids, and she even has a house cleaner, and she still is like, I can't balance, I can't get it all done, I can't. So I feel like it's just like a constant struggle that a lot of us have. Now how I try I guess like my biggest tips on trying to balance all of it is really scheduling yourself out the best you can. Like I really try to set my business hours and set my work hours and set my family hours and really try to do that and not to overlap them all the time, but that it still happens. I mean, there's still times that I have to do work stuff when family's around or, like that kind of stuff. But I would say really, really focusing on scheduling it out is my biggest tip, and prioritizing. Like it has helped me because we have so many things on our plate, really helps me focus. When I have 10 minutes to work, I get out those invites really quickly because I don't want to just open up and start scrolling, or that 10 minutes is gone and I got nothing done and now I'm just more overwhelmed. So it really, like, being so busy has helped me like be able to prioritize what I need to do, the best business activities that are going to move my business forward first, and helps me just be more intentional with my time and not just scroll and stuff like that. Anybody else have tips on that one?
I don't, but I catch myself often like sitting in a peaceful office and scrolling. And then I'm like, what am I doing? I should be sending out invites. So I catch myself doing that all the time. Like, because I'm like, I'm going to go comment on some people's stuff. And then I catch myself and it's like 20 minutes later and all I've done is scrolled. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just wasted 20 minutes.
That's the one
so I totally get it.
When I go to comment on people's stuff. Now, one way to kind of maybe try to get around that a little bit is you can make friends lists on Facebook. I don't know, have you seen that? Where you can set up, like, you click on, it's called like friends list, and you can set up like people that you want to see. So those people that I'm like are getting close, like interested in coaching or interested in being a customer, or people that I want to get to know better, I will put them on that list. And then when it's time to go comment, I click friend list, and only those people pop up in your newsfeed. So I can get to those people, comment them quickly, and then I'm done with that one. If I just start like open scroll to like start commenting, that is when it can be a black hole for me too. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, Ashley just talked about that in our diamond thing about the friend list, because I didn't know about that. So I'll have to figure out how to do that.
It's really pretty. I mean, I don't know if you can do it on your phone. I've only been able to see it on the computer. But when you open up Facebook on your computer, on the side, there's something that says friends list, and then make a friends list. And you just type in those people that you want in there. And then you can click, like I do right now. I've got one that's like February friends list, but I just keep adding to it. And then every few months I usually make a new one, just so that I can just stay focused on commenting on the people that I really want to look for, and then done with that and moving on. But you just have to be super focused with your time and just get to it. Don't let your mind talk yourself out of things, and just send it, done, move on. And I guess the other thing that I do think is so important is still, like, family comes first, like no matter what it is. So when I'm trying to work on something and it's just, sometimes I just have to put it aside, go do other things, be with my family, and then not sleep very much and get to it later. I've just found I just wake up earlier and just get it done in the morning, and then I can focus on it because it's my only thing to do. Other tips that you guys have, because I know we all struggle with it 100%. That is one of those things. Sarah just got a cleaning lady. That's the next thing on my list because that's another thing. When my house is a disaster, I can't focus very well. I try not to let it get to me, but I can't. And with coaching, it's just hard for me to get to cleaning. I feel guilty cleaning when I know I should be working on coaching, but I can't focus on coaching when my house is a disaster. So it's kind of a bad cycle. So I'm interested to see how she does with it, because I want it. Oh, dude. Jamie, does that help at all? I know it can be hard.
Yeah, that does help.